Hey guys, how is it going? Sam here. Welcome to another video. And today's session we are going to talk about CDN. So CDN service offering from AWS, it's known as CloudFront. And before jumping into CloudFront straight away, let's take a couple of steps back and try to understand the basics of CDN, what it is, why it is being used, and things like that. So CDN, it stands for Content Delivery Network, and as the name says, it's a network or a system of distributed servers that deliver web pages and other web contents to user based on geographical location of the user, the origin of the web page, and a content delivery server. So these are the three attributes it will consider. You will have to consider the geographical location of the user, origin of the web page, and finally the content delivery server. CDNs also provide protection from large surges in traffic. And if it is kind of hard to understand, let me try to break it down to you guys with the help of a diagram. So here I've got a typical scenario. I've got a user community or user base sitting in all over the globe, and they are trying to access origin server which has a web page or a web content hosted. So let's assume this is the origin server wherein the web page is hosted, and it is somewhere in North America, and the users are trying to access from all over the globe. So there is a user who is sitting in Africa and things like that. I mean, they are trying to access it from Europe, and the longer the distance, there will be the network latency, there will be the network delay, and we are going to see some issue with the data transfer speed. So let's assume this guy who is sitting very near to the origin server, he will not face any network latency because of the geographical distance. There is a very small distance, and he'll not experience that sort of a latency. But consider this guy who is sitting at a longer distance. Obviously he will have to go through issues like network latency. The network latency or the network delay will be huge. The response time will be high, and the data transfer speeds will be very slow. So these are the things you will have to consider. But think about this scenario wherein we are using CDN. So we have something called as key CDN edge servers. Edge servers are being used to get rid of the problem like network delay, slow response time, and then slow data transfer speed. What we are using, or what we are gonna do with edge server is this: we are going to place several edge servers all over the globe. So the user will never have to make a request directly to the origin server. Instead of making a request directly to the origin server, the users will be their traffic will be redirected to the edge servers, and then the network delay will be very less, right? Because we are placing the edge servers all over the globe, so they will have to only communicate with the edge server, and the edge server will have a cache of the origin server's web content. That's the important thing to remember. So all the edge servers, they will maintain a cache copy of the real web page or the origin server web content, and then they will distribute it to the user. So that's how it looks like. And it's not that silly, and it's not that simple. First time the user is making a request, it will have to go to the origin server, but then the CDN or the edge server, it will understand that okay, there is a huge geographical distance, and next time onwards I'll have to cache it, and I'll have to put the data into the cache. I'll have to deliver it to the user the next time onwards. So the first time the user will have to make a request, and the request will travel all the way from the user's location, geographical location, to the origin server location. But the next time onwards, it's going to be taken care by the edge server. Edge server will provide it in provide the contents which is stored in its cache, and thus by reducing the network latency and improving the data transfer speed. This is the idea behind CDN. Now I think you can see why it is so important. So again, back to this slide. The Goal of a CDN is to serve content to end user with high availability and high performance. So remember, those are the key points. CDNs serve a large fraction of the internet content today, including web objects like text, graphics and scripts, downloadable objects, media files, software, documents and etc., applications, e-commerce portals, live streaming media, on demand streaming media and social networks. So this will help us to get rid of the larger network latency, and it will improve the data transfer speed. You will have to remember those: high availability and high performance. It makes it possible. And then CloudFront. Coming to CloudFront, this is the service offering from Amazon. Amazon CloudFront is a web service that gives business and web applications developers an easy and cost effective way to distribute content with low latency and high data transfer speeds. Amazon CloudFront is a self-service pay-per-use offering requiring no long-term commitments or minimum fees. With CloudFront, your files are delivered to end users using a global network of edge location. So if you remember our previous videos, Amazon has more than 60 edge locations all over the globe, and they keep on adding new edge locations all over the globe. So by using that Amazon's edge location network, the CDN, the end users, the application teams, we can use it, we can leverage it, and we can make our applications or the web contents, whatever content you are planning to host, you can make it highly you can make a huge improvement in the performance. You can minimize the network latency. That's the advantage with the terminology. These are the important terminologies which you have to understand and remember, and you will see these very popular in CDN or CloudFront section of Amazon. And the very first one, it's CDN. We have already seen this. It's content delivery network, and it's a network of distributed servers which deliver content. And when I'm talking about content, think of that as web page or an application, anything which is which can be a web content. And the web content will be served to the end user based on three things: geographical location of the user, origin of the source page, and finally the CDN server. And then we have edge locations. So remember, this is the key terminology. Edge locations are the place where the content will be cached. We call them as CDN servers. So the CDN servers is known as edge locations. These are the endpoints of CloudFront. And origin, source of the file or content or web content that CDN will deliver or distribute. This can be S3, EC2, ELB, root 53 in your Amazon architecture, AWS architecture. So origin of the web content or the web page can be S3, EC2, ELB, root 53. So this is called as the origin. And finally distribution. So distribution, this is the collection of edge location and your CDN network. Distribution is the name you give to your CDN network, which has the collection of all the edge locations. And finally TTL. TTL stands for time to live, and this is a parameter which is measured in seconds, and this will tell you for how many seconds your contents will be cached in edge locations or CDN server. How longer or how much longer the content will be stored or cached in the cache servers or edge locations. That's known as TTL. This is measured in seconds, and the default TTL is 24 hours. So for 24 hours your content will be available in the edge location servers. So here I've got another diagram, and this is showing a site visit without CDN. So the site visitor is sitting somewhere in this location near to California, and the server is hosted somewhere in West Virginia or near to New York. Site visitor will have to make a request which will travel all the way to the server, and then the response will have to do the same thing. It will have to travel all the way back to the site visitor. And this is the architecture without a CDN. But once you have CDN edge locations can be set up all the way across all all across the globe. So the site visitor will have to make the request only to the CDN location which is near to his geographical location. Then request will never travel all the way back to the actual or the origin server. It will be only communicating with the CDN location or the CDN server. And then here I've got one more diagram. So let's assume this the server or the origin server is somewhere here in North America, and I've got users sitting all over the globe. So Australia, the user will only make a request to the the moment the user will make a request for accessing the content over here in the origin server, it will be taken care by the CDN server. It will try to maintain a cache. From the cache it will deliver the pages to the user. So that's what I'm trying to show here. But again, remember, as I said in the previous slide, the very first time the user making a request, it will have to travel all the way from the user's geographical location to the origin location, which is over here in North America. So there will be a delay, but the second time onwards the CDN server will take care of it, and the delay will be very less, network latency will be very less, performance is going to be high. So remember that point. And edge locations can be used to read from and can write to them as well. We can read it and we can write it. It maintains, as I said, the edge locations or the CDN server, it maintains a cache wherein they will store the web contents. And here I'm trying to say it can read and write things to that, the cache, and it supports multiple origins. You can blacklist or whitelist geo users or viewers. Access control is possible. So you can always blacklist and whitelist people or the geographical regions, and you can restrict the access. The content will be cached for TTL, and this can be defined. So as I said, the default TTL, time to live, is 24 hours, and this is measured in seconds. Cache can be cleared as well, and this will be charged for this will be charged. This is the operation which will be charged by Amazon. You can clear the cache and wipe it clean. Wipe your CDN servers clean. And more information on FAQs, I recommend you going through this. If you are preparing to attend the examination from AWS, I highly recommend you read this at least once. And that being said, let's wind up the session. And as I said, the next video will be a hands-on on CDN CloudFront. We will see how to set it up. We will see how it responds. So thanks a lot for watching the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.